I grew up, see, basketball wasn't the only thing for me. I wanted to be a cricket wicket keeper. I wanted to be a fisherman. I did everything else. And I think that probably served me well. But I grew up in the West End of Freo. There was no kids down there at that stage. So that's how I ended up shooting a lot of baskets, is you can do that by yourself. And then a bloke called Ed Rogers, who's dead now, sort of got me going in basketball a bit, and he would come and I'd stay at his place on the weekend so that I could get to practice, and he got me going with basketball, and WA was the springboard for me, and it was a good springboard, a good healthy springboard, and I got good coaching and good fundamentals here, and probably wasn't until I got to America that I really developed my competitive appetite though. I was played in Albuquerque, New Mexico in the pit. This is the moment when I realised I was going to be good. Because when I was young, I wasn't sure. You're never sure. You're figuring it out, and the pit is a hole in the desert. It's carved into the rock, and so when you're in there, it's just basically a cone of rock with bench seats. Or used to be bench seats. They've probably fixed that now. And I just started to really find my groove. And I honestly, hand on heart, didn't know what a triple-double was at that stage. And anyway, I had a triple-double this night. Anyway, so I was on the court for a long time. By the time I got back up, so there's this tunnel that used to go up from the court up to where the locker room was. And by the time I got up there, all the players had already showered and I was still in my gear. And there's one guy, a really good-looking guy, who always attracted a big crowd of girls. And when you're 19, girls are really important. They're still important, but it was a big deal. And I walked down, as I was walking up the ramp, I heard one sister say to Omar, his name was, "Who's that white boy? He's bad." I just stopped on the ramp and I went, she's talking about me, And that was a moment, for me, that was a moment where, when that cohort of the fans were starting to say, "Hey, you're pretty good," I just remember that as being a moment where I was like, wow, I'd never heard that before. I never even really thought that before. Suddenly I had a triple-double and the sisters were saying I was bad, so I was good. It is nostalgic to be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. I look at some of the other names, they're all people that I've known and been around mostly. And it seems like a long time ago that I played basketball in WA, and I guess I sometimes lose track of that. It was the last time I really played in WA in any meaningful way was SBL. So yeah, that's cool that they've remembered me and that they've stuck me in there with all those great basketballers, and yeah, I'm excited about that.